Yo, what's up, everybody? Thank you all for tuning in. This is Killer B. Game number 2, MBL versus Slam 1v1 Arabia, late January 2017. Let's do it, bitches. Oh, I'm sorry. That's so rude to call you that. Nonetheless, we saw a previous game. There might be a spoiler or two. I suppose we'll wait and see. If you guys want to check that out, you can find it on YouTube. It is labeled game number 1. These guys played Gots v Gots last game. They will play Britons v Britons this game. Both players coming in around the 22 to 2300 mark. MBL playing in green. Spoiler, did not lame in game number 1, so we'll see if he decides to do some laming here in game number 2. Let's see. Game 1 was post-Imperial. It was a nice game. Like I said, there might be more spoilers if they become relevant later in the game. But yeah, check that one out if you are so inclined. Anyway, in this game, we will see Slam in blue. Very nice flank on this side if you did want to block himself in on that flank. Both boars should be relatively safe from MBL's laming. I guess we'll see. Main gold on the front, secondary stone on the front. Main stone on the front. A little bit of a tricky front area here for Slam. Certainly going to be an area that's going to be important for him to protect, but he's a pro, so I'm sure he'll do the job just fine. Anyway, for the moment, looks like 6 vills on sheep, very interestingly. Only need, well, both players going with it. Okay, Killer B doesn't know the meta anymore. Used to be 5 on sheep for Britons, but what the hell do I know? Honestly, nothing. Anyway, on MBL's side, he'll be playing in green, main gold to the side, main stone on the back. We may see him wall himself up on that back corner. The front is a little bit more open, a lot of work if he wants to wall himself in this game. Spoiler alert, he did so last game. MBL turtling up last game and getting a nice win. This game, we'll have to wait and see. It's going to be a lot more work for him. Looks like a 4th vill headed over to wood as we speak, so potentially some militia in this game. A drush in this game from Mr. MBL. Okay, Slam is pushing deer early on in this game, so he is going to be supplementing his food eco. He also has 4 vills on the wood line, and we'll work our way through the Dark Age here. Okay, so Slam not scouting forward, pushing in deer. MBL on his side seems to have scouted, once again, he's kind of scouted all the throughways of this map, and he can certainly lock himself in. He's certainly going to know where to wall if he wants to wall himself up. We'll see if his scout roams forward. I hope we see him a little more aggressive this game. Anyway, boar coming in for Mr. MBL. Little bit of a sketchy lure. I would have lost a vill, but it looks like he's going to be fine. Looks like he will be absolutely... Oh my gosh. He absolutely could have garrisoned that vill, and he just didn't. I don't even know why I stayed to watch that. But we got lucky. We got to see a villager die there. Villager dead to a boar early on. MBL will be playing this one from behind. He absolutely could have gotten that boar, and he could have used the sheep to block if he thought it was an issue. But his villager was here when it died. I mean, he certainly can garrison from that distance. But hey, it happens to everybody once in a while. You sort of don't pay the proper attention to your boar lure. You lose a vill. It happens to me all the time. Happens even to MBL once in a while. Anyway, mill coming up for Mr. MBL as we speak. He's going to be playing this one from behind. Sometimes when players are behind like this, we see them shift strategy and immediately wall themselves in to maybe basically surrender the idea of getting damage in the feudal age. I don't know what MBL is going to do here. He's going to send a vill forward to grab this boar for now. Another boar way, way, way forward. 25 HP still on this vill, no loom. Gonna need to see a scout block, I would think, or a sheep block or something. We're gonna need that boar to slow down, I would think. You know what, though? It actually worked out okay. This vill only taking 2 shots. I swear this boar was further away, but MBL is gonna be just fine this time. Well, let's not speak too soon. Okay, good. He does garrison that vill in time. Okay, so MBL will lure in the 2 boars, and he will start walling up that front side. Like I said, sometimes we'll see these guys, these pro players, basically shift into a very defensive game after losing a vill early. We'll see if that's the case here. Anyway, Slam for now is starting to scout forward. We can see MBL has not scouted forward at all. He's just pushing deer. Slam is getting relatively close to figuring out what MBL is working with. He will find a barracks here on the front early on. If he pays close enough attention, no, he won't find it. He'll find a sheep, and then he'll basically head back around the horn. Oh no, Slam's going to run into some TC arrow fire. Going to dodge it for the most part, but maybe MBL could have gotten a few more shots in there to make this game a little closer. MBL, a villager behind, seems to be adding in a barracks to potentially drush if he wants to. We'll see if he takes that extra 10 gold here soon. Looks like he'll take it right now. Got to be careful. He's not loomed up there. Slam could try to lame that villa if he wanted to. Doesn't look like he wants to. So MBL pushing deer, walling in, building up a drush as we speak. Slam will go quickly to the feudal age on 21 vills. Slam seeing what's going on here. Well, it looks like he is going to go with probably with archers. I was wondering if Slam would notice what was going on here and see that MBL is kind of open. But it looks like he will go with some archers as we speak. MBL still working hard to wall himself in, building up houses and palisades with several villagers. Going to send out his militia to keep his opponent busy for a little while. Actually, an important time of the game for MBL. He can't keep Slam at least a little bit busy for a while. He's not going to finish his walls. He's going to have a lot of trouble getting himself established. Anyway, we continue to work our way through game number 2 here, Britons v. Britons. I'm Killer B. Thanks for tuning in. Looks like in this game, we will see Slam doing a bit more walling than he did in the previous one. 3 vills on gold early. Expect some archers, I would guess. But you know what? He's doing some pretty extensive walling as well. Slam doesn't have to go archers just because, I don't know, just because that's what I would do. That's actually the worst way you should play the game. Never do what Killer B wants you to do. I wonder if Slam could wall himself in here and actually go relatively quickly up if he wanted to. Anyway, MBL is still not clicked up to the feudal age. He's going to send forward a drush. Slam will meet him on the frontier with his own drush. Slam will go double bit axe, but not going to upgrade these militia just yet. Just going to chase around the drush from MBL. Slam's scout will be tougher than MBL's scout, so Slam really should win this. MBL scout is far away, and Slam's got a pretty beefy feudal age scout here. Okay, so Slam cleans this up. Looks like he will do so pretty much without losing too much. Half HP on his 3 militia, but he will still have 3 alive. He'll drop an archery range here. He hasn't gone into full wall mode, so he is going to build at least a couple archers, I would expect. At the moment, Slam is 200 food, 100 gold. MBL will be up to feudal soon. He will be somewhat walled in, probably fully walled in. Looks like Slam will basically start pushing on these front palisades. MBL is not completely walled up. He's still got a lot of opening on the right flank. He's still got an opening on the left, but he will probably close that before Slam gets in. Look at these wolves. These wolves are on the hunt, man. They want blood. MBL's actually got to be kind of careful here. Lots of... Oh, these are deer. Never mind. I was going to say 3 more wolves. Holy cow. Okay, Slam pushing on the front. MBL should be able to keep him out with a villager there. Should be able to repair this palisade and drop another set of them if he has to. Slam will come forward, though, with 4 vills. In the previous game, Slam was walled out, and it basically, his inability to knock down the walls made him lose the game. In this game, he seems a little bit more committed to pushing down his opponent's walls. So Slam will head forward. He'll drop a tower on these walls to make sure that they cannot be repaired by a villager. And maybe we'll see him push through this game. MBL has a lot of room, though. I mean, he really can just wall here if Slam builds his first tower right there where I thought he might. Yeah, MBL can just back up and maybe build another set of walls here. We'll see. For now, archery range and what? Yeah, defensive tower actually coming from MBL. Okay. So MBL's up to the castle age. He's 1 villager behind his opponent. It looks like he's got some resources in the bank. Not going to truly be able to fast castle here. Still being kept very honest by Slam's aggression. Slam will actually split his army to the south. He's going to drop the tower in the north to push through that wall. I don't think he sees what MBL has done, but I think he anticipates it. Yeah, you can see that 1 vill building. So he probably knows that that tower is coming up, or at least he anticipates it coming up. And he's just going to go ahead and send his army to the other side. 1 archer along with that group is going to be a huge bonus. Villager comes over to repair. This archer is going to put heat on that vill. So MBL will build a secondary wall, but Slam is not investing everything into this side of the push. He's actually split half of his resources to the bottom side of the push. That's going to keep MBL really, really busy. Playing defensively. Slam on 135, 145 stone. So Slam is taking stone. He's going to continue this tower push. Where are you taking stone? Slam is taking stone somewhere. Okay, 3 vills on stone. He's going to be able to roll forward and drop another tower here relatively soon. Slam is in. MBL's main gold is under pressure. MBL walling toward the TC as we speak, but Slam's got him in a really good spot. If you look at the gold on this map, MBL's only safe gold was that gold pile that he just lost. Just lost that gold. So for the moment, Slam in a really, really nice position. 300 food, 100 gold in the bank for Slam. MBL on his side with not very much at all in the bank. Still 1 villager behind. And starting to lose his resources. He's going to have to buy, or rather sell resources to get gold if he's going to click up anytime soon. So Slam is in command in this game. He's fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I think that's how it goes. How would George Bush say it? Fool me, you're not going to fool me again. Anyway, it does look like Slam is not going to be beaten by the same tactic 2 games in a row. MBL walling up. Slam will push through those walls. He's going to continue his tower creep by the looks of it. MBL is not on stone, although I think he has a stone pile that's safe, doesn't he? No, he doesn't have a safe stone pile. MBL's in trouble here. He's basically getting tower pushed. His opponent has an army. He has a very small army, and he does not have the stone to build towers of his own. Slam is not going to wall in this tower, which is kind of surprising to me, but he's going to leave that tower up for now near the gold. Second tower is not in series, but I guess he's pretty confident that MBL won't try to win that gold pile back for a little while. Slam's got his scout right in the middle of MBL's eco, going to be able to anticipate any aggression later in this game. Pretty darn textbook way to play it by Slam so far here. Basically, keep it... Ooh, right as I say that, he's going to throw away his scout. Played this one pretty nicely so far. Really did push on multiple walls at the same time of MBL's base. Brought forward some villagers to tower. I don't think he wanted to tower from the beginning of the game, but when he saw MBL's strategy, he reacted quickly, towered up, and keeping the pressure on his opponent. Slam, in the meantime, has a small army back at home, +1 archers, and he's fully walled in. So this game is probably Slam's to win. The only chance MBL has here is if he can push back this tower aggression, maybe kill some of these vills in a pretty decisive fashion. He's going to have to do it pretty darn soon. Right now, 4 villagers ahead for Slam, MBL with nothing in the bank. Slam starting to gather a little bit of momentum on the resource front. If this game continues to roll forward, I think Slam will hit the Castle Age first, and I think he'll be several villagers ahead. It's going to be really tough for MBL to win this one. We will see how the Outpost Rusher does in this particular game. At the moment, Slam grabbing those archers for free. MBL didn't seem to be patrolling, and it looks like this army on the front for MBL will get cleaned up. In the meantime, villagers will, they'll wall in that front tower, just continuing to roll forward with towers and try to be annoying. MBL might be able to push this back. These militia are actually going to be pretty impactful during this fight. Looks like MBL will lose those skirms, and in the end, he'll give a GG. We're only 20 minutes into this game, but it is absolutely over. Slam just doing a great job to basically calcify his position here on the front. MBL could try to run in with these vills to rush this down, but his skirms, once they're dead, are really not going to be able to protect those vills, and those vills are going to die to towers and archers. MBL not able to win back his gold, not able to stop his opponent. He stopped one wall push on this side, but he couldn't stop the other. Slam did a really nice job there to not over-invest in one push. He pushed through this wall with a small army, militia and the scout, and 4 vills building the tower. But he didn't rest on his laurels of, hey, I'm going to push this side and this side only. He noticed MBL building a tower, he anticipated secondary walling, and he just immediately circled around and started hitting a different spot. He's actually hitting this spot and this spot at the same time, and that really won him the match. So great game there by Slam. In Game 1, MBL showed you how to wall yourself in and win a game by booming. In Game 2 here, Slam showed you how to stop your opponent from walling themselves up and booming you out of the game. So Game 2 will go to Slam. The score is now 1-1. Britons v. Britons here in Game 2. We will see what Game 3 brings. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'm Killer B. Catch you in the next game. Peace.